Hey everybody, what's up? Craig from Toy Anxiety here. Thank you so much for joining us for part 2 of our Ghostbusters Matty Collector action figure history. We've got 2 more figures on the docket for today. Why don't we go ahead and get started? Let's do it. Hey everybody, thanks for coming back. We appreciate you watching our first video where we covered the slimed Egon as well as the Ray Stantz figure. Those were the 2 first action figures released in this Ghostbusters Matty Collector line, which started in 2009. We've been feeling super nostalgic for this line, so we're doing a deep dive history on the entire thing. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you don't miss out on any of these Matty Collector Ghostbusters videos or any of the toy and action figure content we have here on the channel. Alright, so the Matty Collector line started off pretty damn strong in 2009. Like I said, started with that slimed Egon at San Diego Comic-Con, followed up with Ray Stantz. The third figure in the line, something I was unbelievably excited about, the Winston Zedmore Ghostbusters 1 figure. I got them right here. For the most part, the Matty Collector 6-inch Ghostbusters action figures retained the exact same packaging scheme throughout the history of the line. I do want to point out that the back of the Winston Zedmore packaging did feature a cross-sell for those first 2 figures that were released in the line. Winston comes with the iconic ghost trap. It has an awesome blue proton stream that pops out of the trap, has the foot pedal with the connecting cable, a really nice accessory for this figure. The Ghostbusters all had similar body types, they were similar heights, so Mattel really was able to get away with reusing a lot of the same pieces. The gloves are molded on, the proton pack's stuck on his back, you cannot remove it. You see the proton pack shoulder straps are molded on as well. Doesn't really hurt these figures because, again, these were the first time we were ever seeing movie Ghostbusters figures, and we were not being too picky at the time. Looking at Winston's head sculpt and likeness, this is one of the best in the line. They really captured Ernie Hudson's likeness here from the first movie. For this time period, I think this is one of the best likenesses you're going to get on an action figure, and still remains one of my favorite in the line. Taking a closer look at the trap, you might realize that the trap we have on display here has a green proton stream rising from it, not the blue one. I'm going to be really honest with you. I cannot find my trap with the blue stream. The trap was re-released with the rookie figure, which we will talk about later on down the line, and then once again with a really weird and interesting WWE Ghostbusters crossover action figure line. That is the one I have to show you today. It is the exact same thing, except for it is translucent green, not blue. This turns out to be a pretty iconic entry into the line. This was the first time we ever got a movie-accurate Winston figure. This is the first time we got a ghost trap, and this represented the end of the line for 2009. There would not be another figure released for several months into 2010. One of the unfortunate parts of this line is that when they got into the repaints and the repacks and the alternate clothing options, they did the Ready to Believe You Ghostbusters, no Winston. They did the Courtroom Ghostbusters, no Winston. So Winston comes out in late 2009, and we do not get another entry into this line until May of 2010. We got Winston, we got Ray, and we got Egon. So who is next? Obviously, it's Walter Peck. If you're not a hardcore Ghostbusters fan, this figure might not mean anything to you. But if you're a big Ghostbusters fan and you love that movie, to get a non-Ghostbusters human character was really different and really unique. The figure is in a nice suit jacket. Now, this would be reused for future figures, but this was the first time we saw it. We did get the courtroom figures and things like that. It's kind of a 3-piece black suit here, a red striped tie, and the tie is accurate to what he wore in the movie, so that's a very nice touch. Same articulation that you would come to expect on these figures, the kind of slicked back orangish red hair. He's got the beard, he's got the mustache. This guy's definitely ready to show up at the firehouse and start some trouble. What was really cool about the Walter Peck figure is that it came with a really unique accessory. It comes with this Ghostbusters containment unit diorama piece. It does have 2 lights on it. It does not light up, but it is a really detailed and accurate representation of the containment unit featured in the movie. There is the lever switch there that you can push down, and it does open up, revealing where you can actually put the trap. You can close the doors, and the trap fits in there perfectly. Light is green, trap is clean. This is kind of one of the only diorama world building pieces that was released with this line. Really unique. Obviously, Walter Peck coming with the containment unit makes sense, and this was a really worthy entry into the line. And there you have it. Those are the next 2 figures of the line. I think 2 top tier figures. I mean, the Winston and the Walter Peck have kind of been all over the place as far as secondary market value since these figures were released. There was a time where the Winston got up into that $75, $85, over $100 mint in the box. That's a pretty hefty price tag for a 6-inch action figure. A lot of these figures became very available at a very discounted price, but that was a long time ago, over 10 years ago. And these days, that Walter Peck, especially in package, is creeping back up into that $40 and $50 price range. And there you have it. Walter Peck and Winston didn't really interact much in the movie. I feel like Winston would have just kicked his ass anyway. But these were 2 worthy entries into the line. The line was really taking off at this point, and Ghostbusters was back in a big way. There was going to be more exclusives, more figures, and a huge, big, old, bright future for the Matty Collector line. Now, did that bright future pan out? You're going to have to stick around and watch more of these videos. Again, thank you for joining us. My name is Craig Goldberg. We'll see you next time on Toy Anxiety. Go play with some toys. Bye.